You saying though? You good, yeah?
I'm good, bro. It's been a couple of years, my G. What are you saying?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Just working as
Yeah,
usual. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, like it's business as usual, isn't it? Because I mean, the
Yeah, man.
last time I saw you, I was with my host Gully at the time. We came to your studio in East London at the time.
Yeah,
Rapid was chilling with us as well, and instantly, what I can hear, the major change is your voice. You've grown up a bit now. You turn more into a
yeah,
man, which is kind of scary to me because everyone's growing up too fast these days. You know the ones.
yeah, yeah. For real, man. Literally,
Yeah,
that's how I
man.
feel as well.
Yeah. So I mean, before we get into like obviously the Corona period that we're in at the moment, like obviously the last time we saw you was back in 2018. I mean, what's been happening with you, since the last time we bucked up with you?
I just been making music consistently. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Mm,
haven't really been releasing as much music as I'd like to. But
mm.
the main thing for me is that I've had it patterned where every week, at least 2 to 3 times a week, I'll be spending like 12 plus hours in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
Wow.
I'll spend like 48 hours in the studio and go home 2 days
Wow.
later and that. Because the way that my studio is patterned is like, luckily I've been gifted to be able to build relationships with people who can put me in this position to be like, yo, just, you can chill in the studio when there ain't paid sessions or whatever
Wow.
until God knows whatever time. And you know what I'm saying? So luckily enough, I think people can just see that I'm willing to work, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm just
Cause
grateful that man's been in the position to just keep making music. So
yeah.
now when I'm ready to release, like this year, it's gonna be a mad year for releases because the content, the catalog is just crazy. You know what
I,
I'm saying?
I was gonna ask you, like, since we last saw you, I mean, obviously you're constantly working, you're constantly producing, and from
Yeah,
what you've just been telling me, it's no different to now. Like you're spending more time in the studio, even. Like, I mean, how much content have
yeah.
you even got? Like in terms of, because you said that you're looking to start in the releasing game. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
how much music have you got in your catalog right now that you're ready to push out?
Honestly, I reckon well, wait, I reckon 200 plus songs
Oh,
that
wow.
are there,
Yeah,
but I reckon like 50 of them that I would say are singles. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Couple of them I might be going off topics or I might be going too deep about personal life and I might not be comfortable with or you know what I'm saying? But in terms of actual songs, there's a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because
Wow.
for me, I'm still young, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Music for me, it's not a thing where anyone said to me like, bro, you have to write this song or you have to write today or that day or it's just
mm.
like a natural thing, you know what I'm saying? So it's easy for me kind of thing, like it's fun. So whenever I'm in the studio, if I got a chance to write and record, I'm on it, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, because I
yeah,
another thing that came to mind as well is that obviously what we said at the beginning is that your voice has changed. It's deepened a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
now
yeah.
as well, and I know like we'll go into some of the content that between the last time we spoke until now, but
Yeah,
obviously
yeah.
some of the videos that you put out, you still had more of a more of the 13-year-old sort of voice
Yeah,
that we
yeah,
heard
yeah.
from
Yeah,
before. So
900.
with the content that you're bringing out now, are you more conscious of the fact that obviously because your voice has changed, are you more leaning towards the stuff that you've done with the process of your voice being broken, or are you still going to put stuff out there from what you've done, previously?
That's
Like,
the
cause you,
thing, you know. That's the thing, bro. Like when I said I got like 200 songs here, I wasn't even thinking about the ones that I was doing like when I was with Rough Squad and that. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? And that's a whole nother catalog.
yeah,
So it's like to me, all them songs are old now. So I don't even want to put them out. That's just for
right,
like them songs are just for me to just look back and actually witness my own growth. You know what I'm saying? Because me as a man, well, me growing up into a young man, I should say,
mm,
like there's a lot of challenges that I've had to face, especially in
mm,
the areas that I've grown up with. Since I've
mm,
like distanced away from certain people that were trying to guide me down a certain path, since I
mm,
distanced myself from certain people, it's
mm,
like I just had to grow up and I had to face all my problems alone. You know what I'm saying? So it's
mm.
like
So
the
what?
songs that I was making then are
Mm,
not relatable to the life that I'm living today. Do you know what I'm saying?
mm,
So it's like if I put them out now, I don't ever want people to be like, but that's not Like, you're not practicing what you're preaching, or
Yeah, you
you're
don't
not.
want to come across
The
as like
thing,
you're
because I'm
living in a
growing up
fantasy
now.
land. You know the ones.
Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm growing up now. Back then, it was all right. I was young. I weren't
Mm,
like everything that I was saying. Like now was authentic. Like the same way I would tell people I'm not on the roads. I wasn't. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that because I weren't. I was 13. You know what I'm saying? Like,
mm.
and if you are 13 doing madness on the road, you need to have better parents, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Because like it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, agreed,
But
man.
I feel like as you get older and pressures of like, I don't know. I just feel like there's just pressures that just come to you, and especially being a rapper, me, I just feel like as I got older, a lot of people tried to kind of wanted to kind of test me,
Mm.
and I felt like, yeah, man, there was a lot of random pressure just from like the area that I'm coming out of. You know what I'm saying? Just
Was it
random pressure. So
was it just like circumstances that you found yourself like in positions in? Like, were there like situations that you were in, like whether it be from a dark place or a good place or whatever it is, that
yeah,
gave a true reflection into the music that you're making now?
yeah, 100%. Like,
Mm,
cool. Say for instance, yeah, like there was people that I was hanging around with
mm.
who at the time, because they were like, I've always hung around with older people because I've always been, I feel like, advanced for my age. You know what I'm saying? I've always been able
Very
to hold
advanced.
my own conversation in any room, any group, around any group of people. You know what I'm saying? So I
Mm,
always kind of had older friends. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, being so young, I couldn't tell who was really with me
mm,
and who really was just trying to do me dirty on a slide. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
So yeah, man, I went through a couple little situations,
mm.
but at the end of the day, it's like now I'm growing up. I see why I had to go through certain things because I had to learn how to handle my own self, my own feelings, my own emotions around certain people that I might come into contact with. And I don't want to be in a spotlight and come into contact with certain people and I don't know how to hold my own. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
100%, man.
Because it's real, fam. It's life. Especially being a rapper, fam. Rappers get tried all the time. Rappers
Yeah.
get robbed. Rappers get beat up. Rappers get stabbed. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
it's like, for me, I just feel like God does everything for a reason, innit? But I
yeah.
still haven't let it. I haven't let it stop me making music because music is just like it's like my life, innit? If I
Yeah.
if I saw someone get run over today, I'll probably write a rap about it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
music is literally just a reflection of my emotions, what I'm going through, and what my thoughts are. You know what I'm saying? Because as a kid, when you go through certain things, like even if it might be getting slapped up or something for the first time by someone bigger than you, that's gonna play with your mind. You know what I'm saying? So and that's gonna make you think differently to how you are thinking the day before. Do you know what I'm saying?
No,
So it's
I
like
hear that.
for me, it's all about staying strong and understanding that my mission is way different to
Mm,
anyone who isn't on my team. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I can't get drawn out by people who haven't even got nothing to live for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do have something to live for. So that's what man has to always remember and
Mm,
try to stay grounded. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Because I
Literally.
was thinking that like, are you independent at the moment as a rapper?
Yeah, I'm fully independent still.
Right. Okay. Because my
Yeah.
my thing is then, obviously, from what you've been telling me, it sounds like those experiences have kind of shaped you into realizing that the whether it be the people you're surrounded by or the environment that you're in, that has prepped you. And like you said, like there's been many a story, like rappers getting robbed, or
Yeah,
that
yeah.
situations have happened and things like that, and becomes like a regularity.
Literally.
So, and in your case, like even from when we first met you, you seem to have this thing about you where you kind of foresee what will happen before it's even happened, kind of vibes, and you kind of have this spiritual way about you where it's like you call yourself Litty Lightz because you're you said you're the piece of the universe, and you're trying to bring
Yeah.
that positivity into
Yeah,
some,
100%.
especially
Yeah.
now because obviously we're living in such unprecedented times. I mean, for you,
Yeah,
it must
yeah,
be a
yeah.
even bigger test.
Yeah. Bro, it's been hard, bro. Like it's been a challenge, bro. Like actually finding out who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying, bro? Because,
Mm,
bro, like back then, I didn't have to face none of the problems that I have to face now as a teen, like as a young man growing up. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
And especially, bro, like it's crazy, bro. Like you can get like my friend. literally got stabbed the other day for knowing someone who got robbed. He knew someone who got robbed, and he saw the youths that robbed his friend, and they stabbed him. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like you just gotta move extra on point. Like you can't, like for me, I had to learn that, right? I can't be out here like everyone else. I can't be doing the same shit that everyone's doing because, bro, the mission that I'm on is way bigger than anything that I can see, anything that I can touch, anything I can hear, smell, taste. It's way bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of people don't really, a lot of teens don't think like me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I said, you see, when you're young and you're hanging around with older people and you don't know them yet, you're just getting to know them. It's like you can't really, it's hard to read certain people until they do certain things, and you're like, you know what, that energy, I shouldn't even be around that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
But yeah,
what?
man,
So
it's
what is?
definitely been a test, man.
Yeah. So what is your mission then?
Bro, my mission, yeah, is literally to just make music from a place of divine love. Do you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And try to make it as much as possible. But as a human, that's never, like, it's never always gonna be that. Because
Yeah, of
like I said,
course.
like, I might go through something the day before I go to studio. So I might take a loss, as in someone might die in my family or something. And obviously the music might not be from a place of divine love. But my main goal, my main mission is to just make music because I want to make music, because I love making music. And then I know that regardless, good things will happen after that. You know what I'm saying? Just because I've let that energy out.
Yeah.
I even had a conversation with Gigs in this building, like the day before New Year's Eve, and he showed me like the way to get to the top is to just by making music that you love. Don't make music because you want money, or make music because you want views, or make music because you need new clothes. It's literally just about loving it, enjoying it, and it's showing people that you enjoy it and they'll enjoy it with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, it's interesting. You said that you've had time with Gigs, and he's given you sort of the guidance in that way. I mean, obviously, when we last saw you, you've had Rapid as well as like kind of another sort of
And
mentor at the
Slicks as
time.
well. Still,
Slicks, obviously, your dad
yeah,
who we
that
met
was
off
the
of.
main guy. Still, Rapid was just like the producer. You know what I'm saying? But Slicks was actually dealing with me and mentoring me in the beginning, and then things got a bit shaky, let me say. And then I
Okay.
started working with the SM1 kind of camp. Let's say you could say that in it, because
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
was Giggs' brother who was managing me, but it didn't it didn't really make sense. But I'm still here. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why I said the SM1 camp. This is basically their studio. Unit 10's
Right.
next door. This is Dirty Sag's studio, as you lot can see the plaques over there. You know what I'm
Mad.
saying? So it's greatness,
Madness.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is all from me making music from a place of love. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't do what I done with Slicks, and I wasn't the way I was with Slicks, I wouldn't be sitting here on this conversation with you today. You know what I'm saying?
100%, man. So
So
like, how did you get that initial connection with the SM1 camp that would allow you to, like you said, have more studio time,
yeah,
allow you to do, create more greatness, what I mean,
yeah.
for your side.
So basically, I remember I done a little Instagram story post about Seattle Gold. I don't know if you know that Instagram page, the jewelry page. Big up Seattle Gold. Um, and basically I was just scrolling through his page in it, and he, like, at the time he made a piece for Drake in it, like a jewelry piece in it. But this is
Yeah.
Giggs' younger brother. Um, and I didn't know him at all in it, but I was scrolling through his page down to like 2014, and I saw like one of his first ever jewels that he made, and it was like a little, it wasn't even, it was barely a chain, it was just like a little piece with like a little bit of writing and a little bit of gold and whatever.
Was it
And I
just like
just
a
posted a
small
picture,
pendant?
just a small, thin, small
Yeah.
pendant, like the
Yeah.
first pendant he ever made. I posted it on my story, and I said like, "Rah, look at 4 years of work where it can get you." You know what I'm saying? So I posted that, and then I posted the picture of the piece that he done for Drake in 2018, which is the 50s world piece, one of Drake's friends who died or something like that. And I just done a whole like speech from the heart, just showing my fans that if you lot put your time into something and you put your energy and you put your mind towards it, like in the long run, this is where you can get to. You know what I'm saying? Like not jewelry, but I'm saying it's like a metaphor for anything in life. Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
whatever you
Like,
can,
because you can go from here
materialize
to
and getting your
there.
goals
In,
and where you want to
yeah,
get to.
literally, like it's all about pursuing your dreams in it and just knowing inside what it is that you want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And never losing track of the vision. So yeah, when I posted that, obviously I tagged him, and then he replied and was just he was kind of, I'd say he was amazed still because
Mm.
think about where them man are from. Them man are from Peckham, yeah,
Yeah,
not too far from me. I'm from Lewisham.
right.
So the youths that are around them sides are not thinking the way that I think. Do you know what I'm saying? They're all on road. They're all trying to just make money in any way, shape, or form. They're
Mm.
all just running loose, causing riots. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I feel like he was a bit um he liked me, you know what I'm saying? He liked the mindset that I had. And from then we just clicked, we just started talking, and it was just completely natural and organic. And from then, I can't lie, yeah, he's looked out for me a lot still. Like that's my
Mm.
big bro. Like I'll never turn my back on these man ever. Like even
Mm.
if I got offered a deal or something, like I always try to bring them in and bust them because trust me, like when certain people look out for you, you gotta appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? That's why even with Slicks, like I'll never really badmind him or badmouth him because he helped me. You know what I'm saying? At the
Mm.
time when I needed help. So yeah, fam, like everything just I just been lucky enough to just have organic relationships with
Mm.
people that actually could help me as a young man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's the best advice that Gigs has ever given you? I know you kind of just run down a few bits, but is there one that sticks out?
Yeah. He said to me that the road is a waste of time and anyone can do the road thing in it. But me doing the road doesn't make sense because it's just gonna put barriers in the way of my success. And he explained to me that even like him, he can't go America because of certain charges that he's got from the past. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a big reason why Gigs isn't as big as I could see him being. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or he
Yeah.
could have even seen himself being. That's even what he said to me. Like, so it's like when someone like that, who's actually an OG in life, do you know what I'm saying? Like, these men are actually OGs. When
Mm.
someone like that's giving you that advice, it's just best that you take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Run with it.
what else can I say, fam? Like, man's here. I'm able to make music. I don't have to be on the streets trapping or doing what I have to do to get studio time. And I've got one of the most legendary rappers from the UK
Mad.
telling me, giving me tips and advice, like how to get to where I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? So that
It,
was the best piece of information he could have given me. Like that the
mm.
road is literally putting barriers in the way of man's success. And that's
Mm.
not what I want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So and that was the day before New Year's, so that was a good start to the new year. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
what? This New Year just gone?
Yeah, literally.
Mad. I mean, because
Yeah,
even with gigs, like all the stories about how when he would do gigs back in the day, like he would get shut down by police,
yeah,
and all that
literally.
sort of stuff. And then I think it was 2 years ago that he had a show in Wembley, and obviously that
Yeah, yeah.
all of that struggle, all of that grinding, all of that persistence got him to perform at Wembley, and that's
Yeah,
testament to
100%.
no matter how much of a situation you're in, that hasn't stopped you for persisting and getting to
That
the
that
goal you
is
want to get
that
to.
shows that shows the power of the human soul, the human spirit, because that's all it took was enough heart, was enough drive, was enough hunger, like, and it got him. I want to be as big as gigs.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
of
I wouldn't
course.
mind being gigs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
um, but yeah, I think the main reason why he said what he said is because he believes that I can be bigger than him, and I don't want to say it like that because I respect that guy way
I
too
know what you
much to
mean,
ever
though.
say
I know what
anything
you mean,
bad
though.
or,
You
I'm
want to
saying,
get to
but
the
I
level
feel
where
like
he's at, but you
everyone,
want more as well. But you
yeah,
want to
man,
kind of, yeah,
everyone that's come into contact with me, it's like they see me as someone who can actually do the mad thing. And
yeah,
it's like no one wants to see the potential go to waste. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So it's like, yeah, fam, I just gotta keep my head screwed on and just keep working, fam.
We
So
saw
I know it's
we
all
saw the
within reach.
Yeah, of course, it's within reach. Like, you know, you even from when we first met you, like, and you had all of these philosophies that you brought out to us. I'm thinking, yo, you're very mature for a young man. You're at the time your age,
Yeah,
and you're still growing to realizing that potential, man. Like, you know,
yeah.
we haven't even
I
got to
appreciate
like
that.
we haven't even got to like any of the music we got to, but this I'm digging because, you know, your story so far is that literally, you know, you're way ahead of your time as far as mentally where you're at. You are seeing like, you know, music as your goal, as your ultimate goal,
Yeah, yeah,
but at the same time, you know, you're seeing whatever circumstances you've been around that has not that's not taken you away from the mission, as you said, in
yeah.
getting to
Well,
the position you
it
want to
did a
be at.
little bit. It did a little bit. It did a little bit.
Mm.
It did mentally. It did a little bit because it threw me off the mission slightly, ever so slightly. But I did jump back on because it was just a thing where things were happening and I didn't know why they were happening and I didn't know how to stop them from happening. So I
Mm.
was just trying to find solutions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But solutions, sometimes it's just best to just distance yourself from certain people. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because
yeah. Of course,
solutions
I hear you.
sometimes you can't always get to the right solution, especially when you're hanging with street niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like sometimes the best solution is not the best solution. Do you know what I'm saying? But it has to be done. But that's not the position that I want to be in.
Mm.
So it just all it took for me was to kind of step out of my body, step out of my emotions, and just look from an outside view and be like, what is wrong here? Like, what is actually slowing you down? And then I had to realize, right, it's the people that I'm around. You know what I'm saying? Because if I
Mm.
wasn't around these people, I wouldn't be thinking about solutions to stop certain things from happening or to ensure that my life is in like not in danger or do you know what I'm saying? Like, so
100.
it's just literally just about being aware, fam, just being aware of
Mm.
what's going on. But as a young kid stepping into a new type of environment that I tried to distance myself from in the beginning,
Mm.
it was like hard to be aware of what was really going on. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
I hear
But
you.
no, but I'm definitely on the mission. Like
Yeah.
it's never, it's never gonna. I just feel like my core being is too
Mm.
strong.
Yeah,
So whatever
yeah.
happens, I'll
It can't
always
be tampered
get back
with.
to. Yeah, I'll always come back around. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%, man. Like
'Cause I know the person I am, man.
I could see that. I saw that when you were 13. How old are you now, by the way?
Yeah, love my guy.
Are you still you grown up a little bit, so obviously like a couple years. So
You know
what?
what, bro? Like, yeah, man. Couple. Maybe a little more than a couple years. But yeah, I
Yeah.
don't even want to highlight my age like that anymore. You
Right.
know? I just
Okay.
want people to just see me taking my music and think whatever they want to think. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear you,
Because,
man.
bro, I be getting lit, you know, bro.
Mm. You've
Like,
always
bro,
been lit. You've always been lit.
there be some. No, but recently, as I'm growing up, I've been like hitting up mad parties and that, and the age thing.
Say no more. Say no more. Say no
I got
more.
girls thinking I'm. You get
Yeah, say no more.
it?
Say no more. Say no more. I mean, so let's take it back a little bit because obviously to bring context from 2018 when we last saw you. So when we spoke to you at that time, you were having your EP. You had your EP Grime back, which at the time you
Yeah,
were looking at Grime to bring back to the youth. And that,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah,
Grime has always been a thing that you at the time you were really invested in, and that was what you were
yeah, yeah,
influenced by. But obviously, what
yeah,
I've seen with
100%.
your content over the years is that, for
Yeah,
example, London and Betrayed, which you had out
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
2019,
Yeah, yeah,
that gave me more of the trap element vibes. So I could see that you was more experimental
yeah,
in that department. Then you did like
yeah,
a freestyle for Link Up TV. You did your hardest bars freestyle. That was a
yeah.
banging freestyle, by the way. I thought, yo,
Love my guy. Thank
this
you.
guy is going to another level. I thought, yo, I thought this guy couldn't get any more beyond it, and you went there,
Oh
bro.
man, thank
You
you, man. I
know.
appreciate that.
And obviously your voice deepened from then, because when I first heard your freestyle, I'm thinking like, yo, what is going on? Like, what? Am I getting
Yeah,
older? Is man getting older on my side? I think, am I losing my head? You know the ones. And then
I hear that.
obviously with obviously like with 2020, you know, you had Make It Home, and then you know
Yeah,
bringing
yeah.
more like the drill sort of
It's
element
mad,
to.
you know.
So I could see that you were
Sorry.
doing like trap and bringing drill into it. But what my question was going to be for you was like, when you obviously the popularity of drill is there. It
Yeah.
has been for the past couple of years. Did you see that as I wanted to bring my own flavor with drill, or did you see it as knowing how popular it is now that you wanted to step into it, knowing that it's kind of a thing that is popular nationwide at the moment?
Yeah. So, well, the thing is with me, yeah, is that um obviously I produce, I make music, I write music, I know how to engineer and mix. But so it's like when I'm looking at drill beats on the Logic file, it says 140 to 146 or 147, maybe
Mm.
148 max. So that's basically grime to me, 140. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, I'm still slyly trying to bring grime back, but I wouldn't say it like that because I'm just I know that I know how to spit on grime and I know how to do it well. So if I can spit on grime and do it well and be skippy and do the madness on the beat, I know I can do it on drill. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm.
like I just want to bring my own flavor, and you'll hear that in Rolling It Up, which is out on the 15th of February.
Yeah,
You
we're
know what
going
I'm
to talk
saying?
about that
You'll
later.
hear that, bro. You'll hear that, bro. Like the flow is not like any other person that spat on drill. I can
Yeah.
assure you that from now. Like the way that I attack drill, I feel like it's different to a lot of people. And the only person that I think that can attack drill like me is Chip.
I
You
mean,
know what I'm saying? Because bro, I
he's
can't
been
like I
killing
grew
the
up
drill
on
game. He's
yeah,
been killing it
I
the
grew
past
up
couple of
on
years.
yeah, man. I grew up listening to Chip. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I was doing grime, in a way, I was so young. I was in a way trying to be like Chip. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mm.
was trying to do what he done, kind of, but not do what he done, but with my own flavor. You know what I'm
Yeah, of
saying? So
course.
I just feel like now I'm growing up and I'm actually really developing my own sound. Like it's not like anyone's telling me, oh yeah, do grime. This is where it will get you, or do that. It's like it's all from me. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm
It's
growing
all
up.
authentic.
Yeah, man, it's all authentic. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm. Because
yeah,
it's
man.
interesting
Yeah,
you
man.
say about Chip because I saw like I was going through like your Instagram and your Twitter. Obviously, there's not a lot to go by, but what I have seen is that there were photos of you and Chip from back in the day as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and
yeah.
and it's clear to see like what you're talking about. Chip is one of it seems like one of your influences. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
has there was I mean, when you met him at the time, was there like conversations flowing by? Were there like any like tidbits from any conversations that you had with him?
Yeah, yeah.
Or
But
was
that
it
was a
kind of
long
like a
time ago. But
yeah, yeah, yeah?
no, 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 no. He invited me to one apartment that he was staying in, and we were just chilling for like the whole night, just chilling,
Mm,
talking with my manager and that. Um, but I think one of the main things he said to me that I can remember is that like he wouldn't. He said to me like, don't be anti-label because if you sign the right deal, it will definitely get you way more exposure than you would have ever got yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? But he was just saying like deals aren't always bad in it. Like
mm,
there are bad deals that can write you off, but if you get a proper deal, it can put you in a completely different category to everyone else. Do you know what I'm saying?
mm,
Um, I think that was one of the main things that stood out for me. But this
mm.
was like a long time ago, you know what
Yeah,
I'm
no,
saying?
no, I hear
But
that.
big up to Chip as well, man, for giving me the time and um yeah, and the energy, you know what I'm saying? Because not everyone has to do that. It was a thing where I went to his show the day before, and
Mm,
my manager shouted him like, "Yo, we're coming to your show. We bought tickets." Da 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 da. Or I think he gave us some tickets or something,
mm,
and he was meant to like bring me backstage, but the show was so hectic that I couldn't get backstage in it.
mm.
So then the next day he called me apologizing and telling me, yeah, come to the apartment, whatever. So it's
Okay,
quite cool, you know what I'm saying?
okay.
Yeah,
So it's kind of
literally,
like
man.
a what didn't happen on one night. It's like I'm gonna make it up to you anyway.
Yeah, 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 literally. I ordered my
Yeah,
lobster, and that man had lobster for the first time, and that coming from the ends, and that,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey,
like,
what's it like?
the,
Because I've never actually tried lobster, so I don't know. Like everyone's telling me it's like the
lobster's nice.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like prawn. It's like prawn. It's like chewy, but not too chewy, but
Yeah,
nice. Still like, yeah, it's
yeah,
nice.
because
Still
it's kind
definitely
of like this
recommend it.
luxurious thing where it's like, oh yeah, if you get
Yeah,
not,
yeah, for
if
real.
you get steak, that's
It
one
was
thing, but if you get the
£29 for
lobster,
one of
you're on
them.
another level.
Yeah, yeah, literally. Yeah,
So,
man.
nah,
Them
but
times I was pescatarian as well, so that was a blessing, man.
oh wow,
With the lobster.
are you still pescatarian now?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay.
I eat chicken and fish.
Oh,
Just
okay.
chicken and fish.
Okay, so yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. All right, cool. So you're not a full meat eater, but you still will go on chicken. So you're not like full blast meat eater.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hear you.
literally.
Keep your health intact. I can see there's a lot going on there. I'm really digging this. So obviously, like from back then when we spoke to you as well, you mentioned that you were working with Rapid, and you mentioned
Yeah.
that the Arts Foundation that you were with at the time. I mean, at this point now, because obviously a couple of years have gone by, like, are you still working with Rapid? Are you working with other producers as well? Because I've seen that you're working with Big Bubs. I saw on your stories. I think it was
Oh, you
yesterday.
know him, yeah?
No, not that I know him, but I saw on your stories and it
Okay, you
came
saw
up.
him on my
So
story.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So are
no,
you?
that's just one of the producers that I've met through this studio because this studio's
Okay.
only been open for about um I think since October.
Yeah.
But before that, we Dirty Sag had another studio in King's Cross. But yeah, so since I've been recording here, I've just been meeting new producers and whatever, and that's how I met Bubs. And we got I think one tune together, but
Mm.
definitely many more to come. But yeah, no, I don't really work with no, I don't work with Rapid at all. I don't work with Rough Squad Arts Foundation. It was just because, bro, like when the relationship isn't organic anymore and
Right.
there's not really much else to say. Like,
Right. No, I hear you. I
like
hear
it
you.
was just like a bit
But you
awkward.
guys are,
You know what I'm saying?
but you guys are still cool though, or it's just like
No, we're
just keep it
defo
peace.
cool.
Yeah.
No, it's defo cool because at the end
Mm.
of the day, I'm a young man. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no
Yeah.
big man can't beat me. That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? But but yeah, no, we're cool, man. I got
Mm.
nothing but good things to say about them, man. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, we're just not working together at the
Yeah, so
moment.
it was a time in your life at that point where you had that connection, and obviously you've moved.
Yeah,
Which is why I was asking. Are there other producers that you're working with, other artists that you're working with that you can tell us about?
yeah, of course. Dirty Sag. I'm trying to work with Unit 10. He's literally next door in it, but that's a legend, like who's been working with gigs since the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But yeah, I'll definitely get a tune with him because he's next door, like I said.
yeah,
I've been working with Corin. He's a producer up and coming from Scotland, I believe, and he's just been sending me mad sick drill beats, and he
mm,
produced my next single, Rolling It Up.
mm,
Um,
yep,
Kid X as well. Kid X, he's a drill producer. I think he's from Birmingham or something.
mm,
I just been like, to be honest, yeah, you know what I learned as I stepped away from management. I
yeah,
learned that when you ain't got management reaching out to these people, connecting the dots, like you gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? So this lockdown, not even lockdown, the past 12 months, I've just been really connecting with people from all across the UK. Like I don't
mm,
even have to meet you, but if I
mm,
drop you a little message and your energy is good and you want to
mm,
send me some music, then
mm,
we can get to work straight away. You know what I'm saying? So that's
yeah,
literally what I've been doing mostly
yeah,
because most of the producers that I see are producers that I've known for a couple years, like Sad, Unit 10, Bubs,
mm,
or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because even though I've only met Bubs recently, like he's been around the people that I've been around. So it's all like
yeah.
family at the end of the day, really.
I hear
And
you.
yeah, fam,
So
literally.
it's like an inner circle thing, really. Like
Yeah, man.
what it seems to me is that you're now in a position where you've connected. I mean, obviously we talked about earlier that your connection with gigs that's led you to
Yeah,
being in the studio you are now, having connections organically, and obviously working things out for
yeah.
yourself and not having people behind you to help you out and stuff like that. So it
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
like you're in a circle where you're comfortable, you're doing your thing, and you got people there as well that that can connect the dots as well
Yeah,
organically.
yeah, 100%. I feel like I'm in a position where it's like I'm in a circle and I've got say say musically, I feel like I got a bit of protection because if anything went wrong, like say like if like a producer tried to bump me or whatever, like I could always call someone
Mm,
and 9 times out of 10 it'll get sorted. So I feel like I'm in a circle where I'm kind of protected, but at the same time, the people that I'm around are G's.
mm.
So they're not trying to baby me and
Yeah,
make me just get to the top just by jumping on a feature with gigs or do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like it's
They're
never gonna be
mentoring you,
that
they're
thing. Like
helping you,
yeah,
they're guiding you along the way.
they want me to show them why I'm in the position that I'm in, why
Right.
I'm the one that's in the studio, not another youth on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
it's like for me, it's just about working, bro, and just making things happen for myself. Like even in terms of getting videos out, getting songs out. Like I'm
Mm.
growing up into a young man, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
everyone just wants to, I feel like they just want the best for me,
Yeah.
and they want me to be able to run my own thing like a young boss and not have to rely on
Hey,
anyone else.
straight, like you said, young boss, man. Like, you know what I mean? Hold that title. Hold it. Hold it to your chest, brother. You know the ones. So what about collaborations? Because I know that obviously you're focusing at the moment on your own material, and obviously what you said earlier, you know, you had 200 plus songs out. You know, obviously a lot of them, you know, some of them now are more like what you're gonna release and stuff, but are you thinking about potentially working with other people in the future, or are there people that you love to work with?
Yeah, 100. There's a couple people still. I think I got like, I ain't really got no. Actually, I've got two features like actual recorded ever.
Right.
2 features, and that's. But then I don't know if they're coming out, because one of them's with Northside Benji. I don't know if you know him, but I produced one beat for him on the spot. One time I invited him down to one of the old studio that I was recording in, one of the old SM1 studios in King's Cross. I invited him down, and we didn't have no beats in it, so I just opened my laptop, whipped up a beat, then put it on the computer. Then he went in, laid the chorus down. I laid the first verse down. Then he done the second verse in it, and then that was a song done with Northside Benji. But I don't think he was really feeling it, to be honest, because nothing happened with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's all right. We moved. For me, it's just about making the music and having fun while I'm making it, and then listening back to it like, yeah, this was hard. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the energy that I want to get from music. And it's not like I'm trying to get music to get clout or to get famous, because I know if that's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, fam. It's already happening. It's not even like man tried to make it happen.
Again,
you know
like the organic views of being in the studio where you're at now. But I mean, if there were a dream collaboration, if there were like people like in the scene that you're really feeling, because obviously we spoke of gigs, we spoke of Chip, like you've had those connections with them in some way or another. Are there people that you are dying to work with that you think, oh, I would love to work with this person and make it happen?
Not really, you know, because why am I dying to work with anyone? That's what I would say.
That's a good point.
The thing is, cool. The way that, like, even being around people like gigs and that, like, it's really giving man a different mentality, because like I said, like, the only way I'd be dying to work with someone is if I thought I wouldn't make it without working with them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, boy, that's another philosophy. I didn't even come like you. You come with, I see what you're doing, man. But I didn't mean as in like dying to work with, as in like, it ain't gonna work out. But I mean as in like, you know, if there was someone that stood out that you thought, okay, cool.
I want to work with gigs. I'll be real.
Okay.
I want to work with gigs. It's straight up, cause bro, like gigs, just because like I know a bit about his history as well.
Yeah.
He's just like the ultimate bad man of rap, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think there's anyone, even like there's a lot of people talking crud and whatever, but I don't think there's anyone that's actually talking crud and has actually been through the things that them man have been through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's the only person that I think like, man, actually, I'll listen to his tunes and be like, fuck, you know, when's man gonna get this first? You know what I'm saying? but it's not even a thing where man's trying to force it or whatever. I know, bro, that will happen, fam. Give it like 5 years, bro. Watch, you'll see a tune with Litty and gigs, fam. You know what I'm saying? But I just need to show him why he wants to be on the tune with me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because once I've got my own fan base and my own supporters and my own force, it will have to be reckoned with. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you still call your fans litinators, or are you changing that?
Nah, man.
That was like time frame. Time frame. Yeah, time frame.
Yeah, man, that was for the time frame.
Yeah. So obviously now things have changed in that perspective in that sort of way, man. But
yeah, man, I feel like as well as me, I feel like my core fans are growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Of course, they're growing up with you, man. Shit.
Yeah, man.
You know.
So,
what they would have been doing, like playing in the parks and stuff, they're now like, you know what I mean, whatever they're doing.
Smoking weed and that.
You know what I mean? Whatever it is, you know, I wouldn't have said necessarily that, but I get it. You know what I mean? People are growing up, they're watching all like, you know, bad, you know, mad stuff on TV or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like people are doing that now, you know. I was young and I was like, You know what I mean? I remember back in the day, I was watching like, bare 18 plus movies as far as like action movies, and I wasn't even supposed to watch them.
Yeah,
I was like 8. You know what I mean? So
yeah, no, literally, man, it gets like that, man. I feel like social media is forcing, like it's, and I say this word with so much meaning, yeah,
yeah, so much emphasis.
forcing kids to grow, so much emphasis. That's the word I was looking for. It's forcing kids to grow up faster
Yeah,
than they
that
ever
is a
should have.
scary thought though.
Because because look, think about it, yeah.
Mm.
Regardless whether it's on a screen or not, what happens if someone or if two people walk in this room and one of them shoots the other in the head? And me being a 5-year-old kid, what happens? What happens to what type of reactions happen in my brain? Do you think? Do you know what I'm saying? Whether it's on
Yeah,
a screen or not,
yeah.
like that's actually being displayed to kids with one click of a button, like murder, rape, abuse, drugs. You know what I'm saying? What isn't accessible? Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be free as long as you know how to work a MacBook. At 3 years old, you can literally go and watch whatever you want
Yeah.
on the internet. You know what I'm saying?
So, I
So
mean, you've always been a fashionable dude as well, because, I mean, even from, when I last saw you, like, you've had this way about, your swag about you, and obviously I can see, you've got a couple of bits on, like,
yeah,
even from some of the music videos. So, like, what are your favorite brands that you're liking right now?
trap star.
Yeah. I can see you're
You
wearing a
know
lot of
why,
trap
man?
style, yeah.
You know why, man? Because,
Mm.
bro, see, when I was younger, I spent way too much money on drip. And it's like half of it I was just buying because of the name brand. Like half of it, yeah, half of it I was just buying because of the name brand. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, yeah,
traps are, yeah, I can't lie, the tracksuits they are a bit expensive, like 175 or whatever, but it's not that expensive compared to like Moncler and
yeah,
Da
yeah, yeah.
Vinci and you know what I'm saying? Like
Like
all of
Fendi and
them
all of that, yeah.
brands there. Yeah, man, like I can't be bothered with them anymore, bro. I'm trying to stack now, G. I'll
Yeah,
be real,
yeah,
like I've learned, like, I've made money,
yeah,
lost money. Now it's time to make more money and invest
yeah.
it properly. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
hear you.
and I feel like I feel like everything just happens for a reason, man. Everything is
Yeah.
like just teaching me and just I'm just using everything and just
Everything is a
putting it
learning
in.
curve.
Yeah, man, literally,
Yeah,
man, just adding it to life and just moving on, fam. Because
yeah.
drip is not drip is not something to spend your money on. I'll tell you
No,
this for now.
for
If you're a
sure.
rapper and you make money, fam, invest it in gold or something, fam.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah,
this drip thing, it don't last, bro, and it don't even mean nothing. You see when you, but it's weird though because man came from like a background where man didn't really, I wasn't able to ask for what I wanted and get it like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So when man
yeah.
had
Same.
money and I wanted that and I wanted that and I wanted that, it was like, oh, man's got the money, click, 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 click. 3 days later, it's here. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But and it was just the excitement of throwing it on and walking around and just knowing everyone's looking at man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. But
but
then
all
then
that it
it
don't mean
passes.
nothing.
It passes.
It don't. It's all for the ego, bro.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
when you start feeding your ego, when you start feeding your ego,
yeah,
it's like that's when you really lose track of who you are as a person because that
yeah,
means you're literally living, you're making music to feed your ego. Do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
that's never what it should be. You should be making music because you love making music. Even if someone told you you're never gonna make a penny off music, if
Mm.
you don't love making music, you shouldn't be making it. You know what I'm saying? And if you
Boy,
do love making music, just keep making it and don't worry about all that materialistic stuff. And you know what I'm saying?
boy.
But
I
that's
mean,
what man had to learn, bro. I had to learn the hard
yeah,
way, bro. Man
yeah.
made peas, you know,
Mm,
and bro, I ain't got half of it, bro. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? I bought my mum a whip, bought drip, bought food, cab, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But over the years, money goes, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
right now it's about grinding, getting the money back and investing it proper this time, you know what I'm saying? Because
But
that's all it's about, man. Earning.
I mean, you're schooling me, and I'm way older than you, so I feel like
Nah,
this
man,
is a
I'm not
learning
even
curve
trying
for
to
me,
school
bro.
you, man.
No, 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 no. But I appreciate that because there's a lot of gems that you're bringing out, and like it's so true. Like a lot of people tend to have this like fascination with getting drip without realizing about long term goals and where you really want to get to. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not just
yeah.
short term; it's long term, and a lot of people just tend to go for the short term and not realize like,
Yeah,
well,
for
when
real,
that
bro.
part's over, then what are you going to do for the long term? So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real, for real, for
It's
real.
mad, man. I mean, when all of this madness is over, like with Corona going on, like where would you want to travel to? Like where do you want to travel in the world? Because it seems like you're the piece
I
of the
wanna go, I
universe, but
wanna
where do you want
go,
to go?
I wanna go America, man.
Okay.
I ain't been America. I was meant to go America like in 2019 or 2018. I was meant to go with Slicks. and then we
Mm.
stopped working together.
Mm.
I was meant to go slick still, but
Yeah.
it's cool though. I'm gonna go America soon, but I want to go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I definitely want to go America.
I think it'll be the
I don't know where else.
right sort of timing though, because obviously it's been a bit mad the past
Yeah,
couple
no,
of months.
not
What's going on?
anytime soon. Not
Yeah,
anytime soon. I'm talking about like within the next 2-3 years. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like when
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
actually a big man and that, like
yeah, yeah,
able to
yeah.
do what I want to do and that. You know what I mean?
I hear that. I hear that, man. And one thing I noticed as well, like, you know, back in 2018, I saw like in one of your highlights in your stories is that you were at the Black Panther European Premiere, and I noticed that you were
Yeah,
with,
that was so lit.
yeah, you
Will
was
I am
yeah, Will I
and
Am,
Black
Black
Eyed
Eyed
Peas.
Peas, exactly,
Yeah,
and that looked lit. And I mean, like, you know, obviously, you know, Will gave you the dap and, you know, approval or
yeah, word.
whatever. And you
That
know, I
was
mean, was it?
crazy.
Yeah, was it just like a quick? Was it? Firstly, was it just like a quick, like, sort of meet and then, you know, I mean, you know, crack on? Because obviously being red carpet, or did they spend a bit of time with you, or was it just like a quick thing?
No, no, it was a quick thing, man. It was a
Mm.
thing where cool, look, like I basically photobombed their picture in it. I
Oh,
said,
oh,
fuck that
Matt.
to you. And I see them, yeah, I see them taking a picture, and I'm like, I just popped in like, yo, you get it? And
Take the
then
opportunity,
obviously
yeah,
I was there in it. I had the. It's mad, bro. Like, bro, imagine
yeah,
I see people. It's mad, bro. 'Cause I see people at a Black Panther premiere on like say Tuesday, yeah. Then I put on my snap like, oh, is there any more premieres happening for Black Panther? I see Pagey Cakey and Notes were at the one that I saw, and I wanted to go to that one. I thought everyone was there in it.
mm.
Then I post on my Instagram story like anyone got tickets for any other Black Panther premieres before it comes out or whatever. And someone hit me up saying they work for Disney and they can get me +2 VIP tickets and that.
Do you know
Then I
what's
got the
mad?
tickets.
Yeah, do you know what's mad? Sorry
Well,
to cut you. I literally was invited from Disney to actually watch the film in one of their, I think it was one of the cinemas in Soho, and literally,
oh, swear down.
it was the most gas experience, and literally like watching the film as
Yeah,
well. I wanted to go again. You know what I mean? You know what was
yeah,
there?
word. Yeah, but it was even crazy for me, bro, because like that I go there now and it's all like I see people outside and that, but I think it was only celebrities. No, it was only celebrities. So everyone was just on the red carpet kind of thing. I walk in, I see Stormzy. He recognized me. He's like, yeah, you're doing your thing. Gave me a little handshake and whatever. I
Mm.
see Krypton Conan. I think like Ellie Goulding and them man there were there, like some just bare celebrities and that. And
Mm.
then obviously I see Will I Am taking a picture and that. And
Yeah.
I'm standing there, I see them taking a picture. My manager's just like, might as well jump in now. I'm like,
Well,
fuck. You know what I'm saying?
that was
Jump
an
in.
epic
Yeah,
an
man.
epic photo bomb of the century, man. Of the way
No,
you did it, because
100,
it
100,
looked
man.
like it was all
And it's
natural anyway.
legendary as well.
Yeah,
It was so legendary. Like people don't even realize how legendary that is, bro. Like
yeah, yeah,
Black
yeah,
Eyed Peas, Litty
yeah,
Lightz, bro. Like
yeah,
man would have never thought 5 years ago that man would be handshaking Will I Am like
yeah,
man's
yeah,
his
yeah,
brother and that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like it's
exactly,
crazy, bro.
exactly.
But it's like, bro, for me, that's why I'm not even stressed about like followers, views, or anything materialistic anymore. Because bro, I
Mm,
know that you see when God has a plan for you, bro. Unless you start fucking with the negative forces in life heavy, there's
mm,
nothing that can mess up that plan. You know what I'm saying? As long as
yeah,
you say pure, that plan is always going to come into fruition, fam. And
mad.
it shows, bro, because man wouldn't have been given the opportunities that I've been given with the
Mm,
click of the fingers, you know what I'm saying? And been
mm.
around legendary people. And like, it just wouldn't be if it wasn't meant to be, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So
100, man,
it's just a
100.
blessing, bro, that I've been able to experience all this greatness, fam.
So
You know what I
far,
mean?
and you're still continuing that greatness, man. But I mean, of
Literally,
course,
man.
what I was going to lead to quickly was, obviously, like you said, you met the Black Eyed Peas, and it was Black Panther, and it was talk of the time.
Yeah.
Talk of the time was Black Panther, and obviously,
Yeah,
you
for
know, what I mean,
real.
everyone was embracing like all the black casts that were in there, like a
Yeah,
predominantly
man.
black movie, and of course, what's going on in the world right now with everything that's going on with the, you know, Black Lives Matter protests that happened last year, and you know how we're still being treated as
Yeah,
black people, and I know for you that you like to bring light into a dark place. You've always had that philosophy.
yeah.
So I mean, is there anything in your mind that you feel that needs to change for us to really gain true equality, and then, you know, just make things better for the world in general, for, you know, for black people, brown people in general, and then to just to live in harmony, man?
I'll be real, G.
Mm,
I'll be real, bro. Like I used to think that that we could ever get to that point. But nowadays, I don't even know if that's realistic, bro.
Mm.
Like, think about how much poverty there is in the world, and think about how many people are actually rich in this world. Like, it's just so unequal, bro. Like, there's always gonna be division, bro, because like there's no equality whatsoever, bro. Like, people might want to talk about equality or talk about this or talk about that, but bro, all of it's just talk, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, deep it, bro. Like, I don't even want to have to go into it, but bro, I just feel like there's people that are higher that's responsible, bro. And I don't even want it to be up to me to have to tell people what they shouldn't and should do, because there's not really much you can do, bro. There's not really much you can do. Like, me as one person, there's not much I can do, bro, apart from tell people what I think. You know what I'm saying? And what I think is that there ain't no such thing as equality in the world that we're living in, because people like George Floyd wouldn't be getting killed still. People like, what's that Mohammed guy who got killed by the Glasgow police and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's too many. Like, I just feel like there's just too many humans on this world for it to be at peace, bro. There's too many people with bad energy, and it's just like, I don't know anymore, bro.
Yeah.
All I can say to you,
sure,
is that, bro, the best thing you can do is to live a positive life and to make sure that every action that you make comes from a place of love and not a place of hate in it. That's all I can say to you and whoever's watching, because if you want to listen or not is not up to me. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you this is what you must do. But I can tell you how I think that you can make a difference in it. That's how I'm trying to make a difference. That's why I've had to distance myself from certain crowds and certain people, because they weren't operating like that, and they weren't, as older bros to me, they weren't showing me to move like this. And when I'm trying to show them, they're trying to little boy me. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because they're too deeply invested in the negative lifestyle.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah, like I said, man, that's all I can say to anyone that's watching and to you, because all you can do is live for yourself and try to live a positive life. Because if you think about everything that's going on around the globe, you'll go crazy, bro. There's too much fuckery, bro.
100%, and you just got to do what's best for you, and then make your life as positive as possible for you, and make an impact on
and
your
don't
terms.
let the negative, don't let the negative things that's happening outside of your environment affect you as well, because you are actually in control of your life way more than you even know. Like, every action that you make has a reaction. So even if 100%. You do something 2 years ago, you could get the reaction today, and you might not even realize. You know what I'm saying? So just try to live a positive life, and life will be much easier. And if you live a negative life and you be a prick, life is going to be 10 times harder, fam. Bro, I've seen it with my own eyes, bro. I've got brothers that I love with my whole heart, bro. But they're so invested in the trap or in making quick money just to get by that they're not seeing the effects that it's having on everyone else. You know what I'm saying? Or it's having on them in the long run in terms of their life. And the effects, like, so many of my friends have gone jail. My friends have been shot, stabbed. You know what I'm saying? And it's all because they entered this life. They started messing with this negative force. And once you mess with forces, they always come back to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just about staying aware of what's really going on outside of what you think is your reality.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Like, you've given
your
me
eyes, your ears, your mouth, your nose, all your 5 senses can deceive you.
Yeah.
It's all about what's going on in here and how you feel.
You've given me so many gems, man. And like, we're near to wrapping up, but like, you give me so many gems, so much to think about. Like, I'm thinking about a lot of shit now, so I appreciate you bringing out those gems, man, for sure.
No, man, come on. I appreciate you for having me on this show, man.
No, for sure. And got to talk about rolling it loud. You got it.
Rolling it up.
Rolling it up. Sorry. I'm so invested in the chat. Like, I'm gassed.
No, it was a deep one. Trust me.
Yeah. So rolling it up. So that you got out on the 15th of February, which is next 15th, week at time of recording next week. And you've done a lot of promo for it on your Instagram. I could see, like, and what it seems to me is like, obviously you're growing up, and obviously like the obvious things from even in like the visuals come to see, like, that's what's going on. You get me? But
Yeah,
you
oh
know
man, I ain't gonna
what?
cap.
Of course, but what made you want to get to this point of making this sort of track? And you know, obviously we were just discussing earlier about, you know, obviously you're going to look to more releases. So what was the theme behind this track?
The theme behind this tune, yeah, was literally I was rolling it up and so I made this tune about 8 or 6 months ago, yeah.
Mm,
But it's more of a thing when I'm making music, yeah. I'm just sitting there doing what I'm doing, thinking about what I've gone through, like within the last maybe week or so. Do you know what I'm saying? And
mm,
then I'm just writing, I'm just writing, I'm just writing. So it's like for me, the reason why I wanted that song to be like my first single of 2021 is one to represent that I'm growing up as well as my fans. Do you know what I'm saying? And two, I want people to relate to me and understand that although it looks like man's living this lit lifestyle and everything's going smooth and man's got a fire in the booth and a behind bars, like I'm still facing challenges, whether that be me having to roll it up because I've gone through something and I just feel like I need to escape my reality, like
mm,
whether it's that or whether it's um people thinking because I'm young that they won't get bun lyrically. Do you know what I'm
mm,
saying?
mm, mm, mm,
Like I'm still facing problems. Do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So because that was one of the bars. Don't think because I'm young that you won't get
Get
bun.
bun.
You get
Yeah,
it? So it's like I feel like that bar there really came from a place of older people trying to violate me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
because I'm young and because they think that because they're older than me.
yeah,
So I'll let certain things slide. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, man, it's literally that tune. I think it's a clear representation of my lyrical ability,
yeah,
and also it's just like I just feel like it's current and
yeah.
it's catchy as well, man. So
Yeah,
yeah, it
no, it
makes sense.
definitely is. I mean, you know, I've seen the previews. I'm thinking like, jeez, Lord God.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, yo, like from what I've heard from you before, this definitely
yeah,
tops everything you've done so
yeah.
far
That's
to
what
the
I'm
point
saying,
of
bro. It's
like,
it's the
my God, like,
growth.
geez, everything, production, spitting, everything.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
appreciate that, man. I'm happy,
and
man, because that's what I'm trying to. That's the point I'm trying to get across is that
yeah,
although I've been quiet as well for the past couple years, like I've actually been working, like
yeah,
making
yeah,
sure that whenever I touch the mic, I'm better than before. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether it's last week or last year or whenever, I always want to be better
yeah.
than the last studio session I went to. Do you know what I'm saying?
100,
So
man. I mean, what's the future looking like for you, bro? Because like obviously, you know, I've seen your beginnings. You know, you're at this point now that you've got a whole bunch of songs that you've recorded. You know, you got rolling it
yeah,
up
yeah.
in the next week or so. And have you got a visual for that expected as well, or is it
Yeah,
just? Yeah,
I have.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay, okay.
yeah. That one's gonna be lit
I
still.
could literally, literally. So I mean,
Yeah.
what else is coming up for you, bro? What are you looking to do next?
So I'm definitely gonna release like a mixtape minimum, and
Mm,
I want to do like a EP with just my beats. Because on the mixtape there's gonna be like 3 beats that I've produced, and one of them that I produced with Dirty Sag, who is one of Giggs' producers.
mm,
But I've always wanted to do a project with just my beats, like on some Kanye West shit. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
Like one of them kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna release a mixtape. That's standard. That's in the process of being mixed and mastered right now. Um, but yeah, as well as that, before the year's done, I want to also do that. That's what I'm pushing to do. And
Mm.
also as well, I've managed to land a mad role in the next crop circle, which is Nines' next series. It's not, I would say movies, but it's actually going to be a series. So
Okay.
uh, I can't really talk too much about that. But when that drops, yeah, I feel like I'm going to go from this level to that level because
Yeah.
I'm going to have music. My music is just going to be there to back me up. And I've seen the script, like the script, yeah, every single G that's ever walked in London is gonna rate my thing when they
Yeah.
watch the movie. Because
Yeah.
bro, it's gonna be mad, bro. Like, and it's gonna be way different to how Crop Circle 2 was. I don't know if you saw it, but
Mm.
Nines deleted it off his channel because
Okay.
this one, the one that we're gonna shoot is gonna be like a new and improved version, and it's gonna be like numerous amount of episodes, you know what I'm saying, instead of just one.
Mm.
So yeah, man. So I've got a lot of things in the pipeline, and yeah, man, I'm just keeping on
Yeah,
making music,
keep it
bro.
busy.
Literally.
You know, still in the studio,
Yeah,
still
man.
working, so that's not going to change from what I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
see.
yeah.
So, Yeah, man. I appreciate that you got a lot going on, man, and you're working hard and you're pushing it out there, man. Well, before you go, yeah, I've just got a few fan questions. I put out on the Instagram
Yeah, yeah.
yesterday. So there's just a few. So I thought I'll just go through them quickly. So
Cool,
the
cool, cool.
first one I got from Amani underscore Monique, and she asks, "How old were you when you started doing music?" So, as in, like,
You
when?
can say
So,
you can
in
say
her,
6.
okay,
You can say age 6 because I've actually got a video on YouTube of me rapping when I was at 6, like in the
wow,
webcam, just like chatting bare rubbish. But
yeah,
I'll show people that video when like I win a Grammy or something, like when
yeah,
I'm like legendary, like when they could look back and be like, wow, this kid was actually like it was
yeah,
actually
yeah,
written
yeah, yeah,
for him.
yeah,
Like it was
yeah.
already like you know what I mean, one of them ones
He
like
was already written
something
in
to
the
look back.
stars at that age. It was just
Yeah,
a matter
yeah,
of
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. Literally.
So, I mean,
So
was
yeah,
it
age
so?
6.
So, when you were 6, like, was it like you were like? Because obviously, I know that your dad was an MC and your mum was a DJ. Like from when we spoke
Yeah.
to you last time. So, I mean, obviously, music must have been in the house all this time. So, um, when you got to 6, like, what got you to the point of like, okay, you were just obviously words weren't coming out properly, but you were feeling what you wanted to do. So, what got you to that realization?
The realization that I wanted to do music.
Yeah.
Um, alright, cool. So when I was 6, yeah, it was like my brother was involved in like a lot of like street shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Hood politics kind of thing.
Yeah.
And obviously, like every other week or something, he would go to the youth club and come back with like a new tune.
Mm.
Like, and I'm like, how you do that? Like, how's your voice on the phone? Like, what's going on? Like,
Mm.
why can't I come to this place? And he's like, nah, bro, like you're too young. He don't want to bring me because I was just shit at the time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, bro, like, man, like, when it's just something that you're dying to do, even if you can't do it, like, man was just dying to get in the studio. And then, but my brother never took me. Never, not once did my brother take me studio. And
Mm.
then I was just writing at home, just writing, listening to Meat Mill beats, just writing, just writing, slapping the webcam on, pressing record, and just chatting my shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, 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 of
And then,
course.
and then as I grew up, and I found a couple youth clubs in South London. That was like later on when I moved to North, and then from North to South. Then I found a youth club, Woodpecker, that had a free studio, and the people around that area. Like there was a couple youths that were older than me, like M. Dot and Shoki. I don't know if you heard about them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were doing well, like for their age. And they were like 15, 16 at the time, maybe 17, hitting like 300,000 to like 500,000 views and stuff online. So, and I just saw how everyone in my school were talking about these people, you know what I'm saying? And it's
Mm.
like, I know that I can spit as well as these man. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Even being
Mm.
at the young age that I'm at, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because I was
yeah,
way
yeah,
younger
yeah.
than them.
Okay.
So when I found out about the youth club,
Mm.
it was after I think both of them were dead by the time I found out about the youth club. It
Mm.
was mad. So they were dead, and it's like the whole vibe of the youth club was just like you could tell that there was just so much pain in the youth club because these lot were meant to do bits, like you know what I'm saying? Like they were real talented kids,
They were the life
but
of the youth
because of
club.
yeah, man, and because of the hood politics,
Mm.
unfortunately, both of them got stabbed and killed. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
as I got to that youth club and I saw like there was so much pain and so much bad energy around,
Mm.
it was only right that man at that time, being at the age that I was 12, 11, that I weren't like these man. Do you know what I'm saying? That
Mm.
I didn't want to end up like these man. Do you know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah,
had to kind of get my head screwed on, and
yeah.
it was like everyone in that youth club, it was like their duty to show the kids that that way is not the right way because
No,
this is
100.
how you're gonna end up. Do you know what I'm saying? So it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
a big eye opener for me. That was like the realness of life. Like one of the first, not first, because I experienced bare real shit as a young kid, but that was something that originated Lights. That's where my name came from. That youth club. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Lights. So it was
Wow.
like that was the moment where I said like, man's gonna be the light of this youth club kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I weren't famous. I didn't have no viewers or fans or anything like that. I was just making music.
Mm.
And obviously the kids would come in because it's not like you can have a private session. It's a free youth club in a studio. So if anyone wants to come in, they can. So it's not, so I didn't want people to come in and hear me talking mad grease when that's not even what I'm living. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was only right that man step up and just try and make a change. Like, and there was still youth, don't get it twisted, there was still youths my age coming in talking the same stuff that Shoki and M Dot were talking, and talking grease, acting like they're shooting and stabbing and shotting and doing all of that. But for me, it was just like, man's not trying to be like all these 8 man that just came here to do one song and cut out. Like, man's trying to make bangers, and man's trying to actually get somewhere as well.
And
so
you're in that position. You're still in a good position now, man.
Yeah, man. God's winning, fam.
100%. You're 100%. You're winning. Next one from the same person, Amani. She simply says, "Is he single?"
Man, like, the thing is, yeah, of course I'm single. I'm only here alone, no?
Yeah, well,
I'm only here alone. I'm not here with anybody.
Yeah. No, I hear that. I mean, I thought you was gonna put that swing on it, saying like, you know, I'm married to the music though.
Bro, I thought they knew that already. That's the thing. That's
they're coming with it, so I mean, I'm just asking.
I thought they knew that already, bro.
Yeah.
I thought they knew that already, bro.
All right, cool. And this one was a bit confusing, so I'm not sure, but this one's from Simon_Mensa6, and he literally said Rough Squad and Roll Deep, Bo E3. Now, I don't know whether he meant as in a collaboration, whether you would see a collaboration, or whether you prefer Rough Squad or Roll Deep. So I don't know. Maybe we'll put it to like Rough Squad or Roll Deep. Which one you prefer?
Rough Squad or Roll Deep?
Yeah, I mean, he's saying that, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Rough Squad, because like I don't really know anyone apart from Rochi who is in Roll Deep. And Rochi is hard, don't get it twisted, but like Rough Squad were my guys one time, you know what I'm saying? So
okay,
it's always gonna have to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Rough Squad it is, man. Well, I mean,
plus they got a couple like legendary classics, you know what I'm saying? Like Pied Piper, Together, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, so Rough Squad it is, man. Well, I mean, Litty, I always say it's a pleasure to chat with people who I speak with, but this is an absolute pleasure in a sense where like I've learned so much. Like I've heard so many tidbits from this conversation, and when I take away things from conversations with artists or entertainers, whoever it is, and I can learn something in the process and I can take away from that, it's, you know, it seems more meaningful to me. So I want to firstly thank you for your time. I know how busy you are in terms of studio, and you know, I mean, it's an absolute pleasure, bro.
No, it's been a pleasure as well, man. Likewise, man. And like you see me, I don't like talking for no reason, and I don't like talking nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I am gonna give you my time to talk, I'm always gonna try and enlighten you to the best of my ability. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like as young as I am, the mindset that I have and the information that I've had access to, it's only right that I spread it. But you know, I've realized only people that want to understand will understand, and only people that want to be saved can be saved. But not everyone can be saved, bro, because certain people, they've got a closed mindset and they don't understand some of the things that I might talk to them about. So yeah, man, but I appreciate you giving me the platform to be able to spread my light, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, literally, like, you know, we gave you the platform before a couple of years ago. I'm always happy to chop it up with you whenever we can, man. So
yeah, man,
you know what I mean? And obviously, you know, give or take a couple of years, because obviously, you know, you had stuff you were doing, so this is, you know, pretty much the right, it couldn't be more a better time to chat with you at this point.
No, 100%, man, because this is just the beginning before man really take over again, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, no, we're definitely going to do this again at some point, man, so I appreciate you coming on, man. And I know you got more famous shit to do, so I ain't going to hold you up much longer, man. If you could tell our audience where they can catch you on all the socials, what's coming up for you, the floor is yours, man. My dude.
Cool, man. Yeah, follow me on Instagram at Litty Lightz, LITTYLIGHTZ. That's the same for TikTok. And on YouTube, please subscribe to Litty Lightz TV. And yeah, man, that's where you can catch all my latest content and all my latest music. And yeah, man, rolling it up out on the 15th of February.
Yep.
So make sure you download that on all digital platforms and just share it, show some love. And you know, I got plenty more music on the way, man. So yeah, man, thanks for the support, man.
All right, cool,
Literally.
man. Well, I mean, you know, I wish you all the best. You know, I know you got
And you,
more.
my bro.
Yeah, I know you got more hard shit coming out, man, soon. So I can't wait for rolling it up to come out. I've seen the
Yeah,
previews and
man.
I'm thinking I'm already gassed. So you know, I wish you all the best, brother.
Thank you, man. And thanks once again, man. Thanks for calling me and making sure that this happened, man. I appreciate it, man. Trust.
Yeah, well, pleasure's mine, man. So anyway, bless up, brother,
All
and
right, cool.
we'll speak soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
my guy. Done, no.
All
Done, no.
right,
Done,
peace out, man.
no.